You've seen Day of Judgment here. Today you went through this, didn't you? ये देखा आपने? You didn't go through this? Okay. This is, for example, an analysis of your life. Just to give an example, 60 years life, what you do in 50 years, 70 years, 20 to 22 years, a person is asleep. The 13 years, a person is just laughing and just doing whatever they like. They have got no real sense of actually where they should be. They're just getting grasp of the realities around. And some people after 13 years, they're children as well. They behave like children after 13 years because mentally they are not. 15 years, a person spends in education, work, nursery, primary school, high school, college, university, workplace, 8 to 5, office job, all that comes to 15. 2 years, washing, toilet, bathroom, these facilities. 1 or 2 years in problems and anxiety. Out of this, really, a person lives almost 6 years. 6 years. And when you compare these 6 years to 50,000 year, one day of judgment, how many, can anyone guess how many minutes is it? When 6 years in proportion to 50,000 years. That if a person lives 6 years here and compared to 50,000 years, one day 50,000 years, its number of minutes, it's a number of minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So the life is short anyway, 6, 7 years. And even look at the next slide now. Look here, if actually every 6 years, this means the total number you have to live is 2,000 days almost. Can you see how less is it? If you already lived 30 years, you only have 1,000 approximately. This is a worrying thought. Who is 30 or above 30? So 30 or above 30, if you are 30, you have 1,000 years to go. Approximately, you can go before. There's no guarantee. I'm saying if you live to maximum, like human being lives 90 years, 100 years, if you take that type of figure, then. But some people pass away very quickly. If you've lived 40 years, you only have 730 days to go. Because all others are gone, will go in sleeping, working and things. The enjoyable life is this 730 days. And if you are 50 years, you only have 365 days to go. Imagine. So it is very, very, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this life is a deception. That it seems so big, but it is so less. So at 30 years, people are thinking about pension. When I will get pension? And what will my pension age will be when they are 30? But I say look beyond 1,000 years. Because even if you get pension, still it will number of days. So imagine that compared to one day, day of judgment, this life is about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Brother Zuhair was mentioning to you that people will say, Labithna yawman aw ba'da yawm. We only stayed there in this life for a day or a part of day. That's what people will say. But Allah will say to them that you even lived more shorter than that. But if we even compare it to one day of judgment, it's about 3 to 5 minutes. So imagine now, a question for you. Listen very carefully. You have 5 minutes in a room to live. Because as I was saying, we have 5 minutes, really, compared to there. In the room, there is the most beautiful lady sitting. There is also the best music, songs of the best actually, and there is the best film, the most top 10 films of the entire human history are there. You can watch them. You can listen to the best music which you like. The most one beautiful woman is there as well. She is for you as well. And there is best food which you loved and dreamed all your life. And there is also the best bed, actually you like actually to sleep. But then there is one prayer mat and one Quran. And you've been told this is 5 minutes you have now until death. What will you do? You have the most beautiful woman, you can have lawful relationship with her, you can marry her if you want. You can listen to the song, you have the best wine or the drug which you like, which can give you, that's also available. The drug is there, the alcohol, the wine is there, you have that women there, you have the best music, and this side you have one Quran and one prayer mat. And you have 5 minutes only. You've been told you have 5 minutes to death. Where will a person go? What will he do? What do you think? What would you do? Yes, brother, you are looking very eagerly. Yes, yourself. What would you do? Okay, yourself. Yeah, gentlemen, yourself. Oh, yes. Okay, mashallah. It's up to you. Meaning actually, here you have so many options. You can do whatever you want. You can have the best girl, you can have the best music, you can have the best drug, you can have the best film, you can movie watch or whatever. You have your best friend there as well who used to accompany you to discos and cinemas. He's sitting there as well. You can be with him. And then you have here. But if anyone is given 5 minutes, they have 5 minutes to death, they will approach the prayer mat, Quran, recitation. They'll say, oh, no, I'm not going in this part. Because I only have 5 minutes, I'm not going to ruin my akhirah. Well, that is the reality. That is the reality. In this dunya is like a room where you really only have 5 minutes or so actually to go till death, compared to the day of judgment. And you have all these luxuries available. There are women of the world, there are discos, there are songs, there are drugs, there are hooligans, there are all kinds of friends, different you have. And you also have prayer mat, meaning the good people, the mosques and things. So the wise person would always go towards this. So why not now? When you are saying yourself, why not do it then actually? That is the reality you should wake up. Yes, you have desires towards women, but you know that once you go towards akhirah, you'll get much better than that. You don't want to destroy your forever marriage, which is going to be in heaven with the hoods for any nasty women on this face of the earth. You don't want to do that, so the person will. So think like this. That's what I am referring to, and also answering this brother to remove laziness, to get motivated, to get the reality, to put life in real perspective, what's happening. So if you'll think like this, it's easy for you to restrain, because you yourself have said you will go toward the prayer mat and the Quran, not the women. So this means that we get carried away. We think life is very long. That's why we get carried away. So this is one muraqabah to do as well, actually. Thing.